Hello everyone, welcome to my Salesforce Musketeer. This is my Service Cloud Part 2 video. In this video, we are going to talk about entitlement process. First thing which we are going to know is what is SLA. SLA stands for Service Level Agreement. This is an agreement which is being done between a company and a customer. Here we set up a way of working based on priority and severity, improves customer satisfaction. For example, high priority cases should be resolved within 4 hours. So basically depends on many factors such as if the account is a golden account or platinum account. Depending upon that account, you can give them you know that priority that your case will be resolved within 2 hours or 4 hours. Or if any customer bought a premium product, that the expensive product, with that product you can tell that we will give you a video chat support, or we can give 24 response within 24 hours. So that kind of a agreement which you set up, so is known as service level agreement. So what is entitlement here? Entitlement means the type and level of support uh, customers are entitled to based on SLA. So whatever the contract you have made between a customer and the company, that you will receive this type of support and this level of support. For example, you will be receiving a support via video chat and phone calls or emails, and you will receive a response within this hour. So these kind of all information comes in SLA. It makes sure that agent deliver support in a timely manner, provide the best solution for customer support based on SLA. Example, gold customer will receive 24-hour support and platinum customer will receive free video support, chat support, and issue resolved within 6 hours. In our Salesforce world only, Salesforce categorize their customers based on the revenue they earn from their customers. For a big company may be giving having a lot of more licenses. So in that case, Salesforce give them the uh, support where they will resolve their case within 24 hours. Whereas the customer which fall in silver category, in that case, Salesforce may say that we will resolve your cases after within 48 hours. So the time frame got bigger in that case. So all these comes into entitlement. Now let's read about what I have written about entitlement. It helps to determine what type of support and what level of support is needed for your customer depending upon many factors such as bronze versus gold customer and type of product our customer has bought. I've already explained this in my previous slide. So customers are eligible for support based on the following type of records. Account is eligible for support. So depending there depending upon which type of record entitlement is tied to. So for example, um, a customer can be entitled to a support based on the account. If account is a golden account, then that customer will receive a support. Or the contact, specific contacts are eligible for support. Or an asset, like specific product is eligible, or it's a premium product. If you buy this product, then you will receive an extra support, or you will be receiving this kind of a support. Service contract, customers are eligible for support based on a specific service contract. Contract line item, specific product covered by a service contract. Now what is entitlement models? So basically we have three types of entitlement models. One is entitlement only, where support agent determine customer is eligible for support at account, contact, or asset level. Entitlement plus service contract, where support agent determines whether customer is eligible for support based on the service contract being done by the customer. Now the third is the third one is the most complex one, which is the entitlement plus service contract plus contract line item. In this one, support agent determines whether a customer is eligible for support based on the product covered in the service contract. Now, entitlement can be related to account, asset, case, contact, and service contract. You just need to see here that the entitlement for contact only work in classic, doesn't work in lightning. Now what is a milestone? So I'll show you in this demo also that within entitlement process, there are building blocks, or I can say these are the steps, and these are time dependent steps. That these time dependent steps are nothing but a milestone. So in order to resolve a case, if you need to reach to a final finish line of a case, you need to go through certain milestones. So you can set up a milestone for a case. For example, you say that for a platinum customer, we need to respond to a customer within 1 hour. So the moment the case is created, that clock, the countdown begins for the first milestone. And you replied, for example, you reply to the customer as a first milestone. Then you say that customer has, you need to update the customer within 6 hours, and then within 24 hours you need to provide a solution. These kind of milestones you can set up based on your business. You can have one time or recurring milestones. It helps agent to resolve case accurately and on timely manner. Or we can also define milestone as it is a countdown to make sure certain important steps in your support process are met in a timely manner. So milestone is nothing, basically it helps to remind a support agent that this customer is entitled to receive within this time frame certain steps, and those steps are defined by milestones. So one example, I can take a milestone: the platinum customers are guaranteed to receive first respond within 3 hours. Other also we can put that you have to provide a solution to a customer within 48 hours. That kind of a milestone you can set up. There are three type of milestones. One is a no recurrence, another is independent, and third is a sequential. The no recurrence means that this milestone occur only once, basically the first response. You can only respond at first time. So that first response is a no recurrence milestone. Second is independent. So independent is that whenever the criteria is met, milestone criteria is met, then this milestone occurs. So for example, the solution proposed. When you propose a solution, that this milestone is met, and it will not reoccur. Now another one is a sequential. Sequential, it repeats whenever the milestone criteria are met on the record. So customer contact made, provide customer with an update. So for example, you provided an update one time, again a new milestone countdown will begin, that you have to provide a second update within this 6 hours. And you provided a second update, another 6 hours countdown begin for the third update. So this can be a sequential also. I think we have covered already this, so I'll skip. Now we will quickly jump into a demo where I will show you how the entitlement process works. So once you are on Salesforce, go to setup and write at entitlement process. If it is not enabled, you just need to click a checkbox that enable entitlement process. It was already enabled in my case. So first thing I'm going to do is create an entitlement process. So I will choose that whether the process type is case, incident, or work order. I'll go with the case. So it says before you create a process, you can create a milestone. But let me just create an entitlement process, and then I will create a milestone. I'll say platinum customers, 24/7 support for platinum customers, and I'll say it will enter the process the moment the case is created, and it will exit it when the case is closed. So entitlement business hours, I'll just keep it default. Now if you see, the time frame is here where it tells that within what frame you want to do what kind of a step. So let's say for this platinum customer, we need to give them a response within 1 hour. So I'll create a milestone here, and so milestone, okay, I will first create a milestone from here. Click on, it's already created first response to a customer, but I will create one more just to show you. First response for platinum customers, and recurrence type is, which I said, no recurrence, so this will only be one time. And I will go here, I will click on entitlement process, platinum customer, I will click on new mile. Here we are choosing a milestone which we already created, first response for platinum customers, and I will say that the amount of time in which the milestone must be completed. So as I said, 1 hour, so I'll click on 60 minutes. I'll write 60 minutes here. Start is a, do we need a start as another different criteria for milestone? I'll say no, let's do it with the entitlement process. Order is 1, and do we say yes, we need whenever the case, here we can do on a case, and we can also go on the account. What is the account level? So I can simply choose right now case as a priority high. I will also choose an account here, and I will see account SLA. Let's see account SLA here, and choose here account equals priority value as a platinum. So as we are doing this for a platinum, I click on save. So if you see here, so there's a first one which is over here, the first milestone, which says that first response for a platinum customer. Now I will create one more milestone, and in this one I will say customer update. Like every 4 hours we need to update a customer. So I'll say customer update for platinum, and here I will say recurrence as sequential. Okay. I'll go here, choose a new one, and choose customer for platinum, and say every 4 hours, 4 into 60, so we will stick to 40 minutes, and then we'll choose order as 2. So whenever the criteria are met, case priority, let's the same thing, case plus 5, and account select equals platinum, and if you see on 4 hours we have our SLA, which will say that customer update for platinum. Similarly, we can create more milestones. For example, we can create that provide a solution like that. So we can do this, but for simplicity we will just keep it like this. Now let's see how it works. But before we see how it works, we need to do some configuration. So for example, let's go to a case object manager as a case, to case, go to case page layout, and in case page layout, let's go to field view, because we want to see a milestone over here. So this is right now hidden. I want to bring milestone here, and I also wanted to see milestone tracker and status, so it's not coming over here. So what I'll do here is I'll go to setup again, and let's see entitlement settings. Go to entitlement settings. So this is all, this is the checkbox I was talking about. This must be checked in your org for you to take advantage of entitlement feature. I'll say enable milestone. So this is what I was looking for. So enable milestone feed item to help support agent monitor activity on record with milestone. This option posts to a feed and the record owner's profile page when milestone is completed or violated. I wanted this. Even I will check this same account on the case. So what it says, you can limit the option that are returned in certain lookup fields on the case. The more items select, the more specific result. So when on the case, when you're selecting an entitlement, it will only show entitlement which is being on the same account. So it basically puts a filter on the lookup. So, and if you want this active status, yes, let's do it. Let's go back here and refresh this case page layout, go layout, view, and now this is what I was looking for. After doing that, setting is enabled. Now click on these two and click on save. Now I will go to here and page fields and check entitlement. I will bring all the entitlement related fields and click on save. I will open a case and verify that. Create a new case and I'll create an account. Let's say Starbucks, and I will choose SLA as platinum. Click on save. This is what account I've chosen, and so once the case is created, there are a few things which I want to provide. One is the entitlement process, and second thing I want here is the milestone tracker, where you can track your milestone. So for that, I will go to a lightning page on this page, edit page, and I will write milestone here, and I will put this here. And our entitlement process should also come this layout, activate, sign as object now, yes, back and check it. So if you see that milestone is now over here, now go to related. Sorry, we need to check that entitlement process is here or not. So we got the milestone here. The fields are not coming, which probably because of the field level security. So let me go to a case object and this entitlement name. Let's go to set field level security. Let's click on this. Similarly for other fields. And process start. And I'll just save. Entitlement name. Similarly, I'll do the third one. Now let me go to the case and refresh and check it's coming. So we see the entitlement name is coming here, and so if you remember, we provided a lookup filter that it should be coming from the account for which it is linked with. So what I'll do is I'll go to a Starbucks and it's not here. So what I'll do is first I'll add it to a related list. So go to edit object of an account, and then I will go to a page layout, account layout, and related list, and entitlement. Go to start. I will choose suppose customer not have name, status as active, start date as today, date as account has got active. I'll go to OK. Refresh. And now, if you see here, the time got started that we need to first respond for a customer, and if you see here, 50 minutes is being calculated from the case created time, because it's not created from the time when the milestone criteria is met. So it's 50 minutes. Now when agent sees that, okay, first respond to a customer, he would respond in whichever way he wants, and after that he will manually click on mark completed. You can do automation also by writing triggers and classes, but that's what he will do. Now he has to update to a customer for platinum. Now that timer is already begun. So this, after 2 hours, you will see that the 1 hour 59 minutes are remaining. Then he responds to a customer and click on mark completed. But now you see, the as it was a sequential one, or as it was sequential for which it has to be repeated, so that's why it is coming as 7 hour 58 minutes. The time has been added. So what you can see all also here is that if I go to related milestone events here on the feed, it also stores what you have done. So you have already completed one system update, and you have also completed customer update one. If I do another one here, now the will show, now showing 3-1, that we have updated the customer 3 times. And you can also add it updated via email. So that's how you do it on the account level. Now this time I'll show you how we can do entitlement based on the product. So let's say to Starbucks, you are a supplier that you're supplying a high quality coffee beans to them, and based if they buy this one, then you will provide them additional support. So but now, if how to write a entitlement template to this product, you will go to a product, you will go to a products page layout and go to a related list, and then just drag and drop this entitlement template here and click on save. Go to this one. Even if you add it, you might not see it in here. For that, you just need to go to a classic, and in classic just click on high x-ray this, then you will see an entitlement template. But for that, we need to create an entitlement template first. So for that, I will go to entitlement template here and click on new template, and I'll say high quality machine, 12-month warranty, simple. So days like 365, and entitlement process. So let's the entitlement process which we created earlier, either we can choose that or anything, any other entitlement process, and we will click on save. And the type of support is phone support. And in that case, now if you go to this product, we will just click on X-ray machines and add entitlement template, which is high quality X machines. So now whoever buys this product, then whenever the case gets created, then it will show that that case, that the product associated with this case has a 12-month warranty. So support agent will check, okay, so this is eligible for 12-month warranty, and they will provide a support accordingly. Now, one more thing which I should have mentioned here is that when you create an entitlement process, for example, I created a platinum customer one. Now, how would an agent know that we need to respond, although the countdown has begun? So you can give them a warning over here that uh, like it has a 1 hour window. So I'll say that before first response, so I'll say 20 minutes before. So 20 minutes before, send an email to a support agent, whoever is assigned to that case, that you need to respond first within an hour. So before 20 minutes before that milestone is completed, they will receive a email. You can say new email alert that first response is needed. You can create an email template, or you can, I'm just right now choosing any simple one, and then recipients this recipient, or I can choose just the owner. If additional email I want, and that's it. That's how you receive warning. So, and if somebody completes it, so you just create a task out of it and assign it. Say to for first response. This is just to this task is created just to note down on the activities. Here due date is date time closed. Yes. What will happen? An email will be sent as a warning, and the task will be created. So I'll just go to again the cases. I'll click on new account as a Starbucks, as phone, priority as high, and remember the Starbucks is a platinum customer. I will choose origin because I already have this. Entitlement name, which you can also automate, that always fill this whatever accounts entitlement is. I'll click on save, and the milestone started. Once I click on completed, on the success, I should have this, then I should see the activity. Okay, it looks activity created here. So milestone for first response completed. So this is also important, where you can notify agents on a timely manner that some cases are waiting for their responses, so that they do not miss to work on those cases. So that is all about entitlement process, where we have learned about how we can make an account entitled for to receive certain level of support, how we can do it with the product, and we can also have done with the service contract if you want it. So just very simple, go to service contract, and here click on new test on name Starbucks. Similar to a case, here we have to choose an entitlement process. So if you do not have it, you just need to add it from the page layout. It's very simple. Consider this as your homework, where you need to just choose an entitlement process and add a field here and just choose an entitlement process. Whenever the case is created for this one, then For example, this new case is created from this one. Then you can add a trigger or code where the entitlement process will be copied from there, and the subject. Thank you all for watching till the end.